Now, I've been breaking down this lady for a long time now, including every day this week, but we're going to give her a break. We're going to give her a break. Her name is Tiffany Henyard. I would like for you guys to know what's going on with Tiff.
Breaking this morning, 3 lawsuits just announced against controversial suburban Mayor Tiffany Henyard. The plaintiffs, they are all former employees of Thornton Township and the village of Dalton. They are all alleging wrongful termination. They include a former HR manager, a public works administrative assistant, and the buildings department director. Their allegations include retaliation and firings over things that they refused to do for Henyard, like punishing business owners who did not support her, suppressing FOIA requests, and also the requests, they say, to dig up dirt on other employees. An attorney for the women says that there are several other similar lawsuits right now in the works.
You could tell somebody that ain't never had nothing. You want me to tell you how you can tell when somebody ain't never had nothing? You want me to tell you how you can tell? Shout out to Kahari West. I can't wait to read that super chat. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get there. Thank you. I appreciate you. You know how you can tell somebody that ain't never had nothing? Is that they get power drunk and power hungry. When you get into a position of power, you're supposed to figure out how you can help and enable people. You do know that the people that are around you, they are your experts, right? So, for example, I run a department at wherever it is that I work at. I know y'all would love to know, but I run a department of wherever it is that I work at. And I'm not there to tell everybody what to do with their job. They're there to tell me what they need in order to do their job successfully, right? So if they say, Anton, I'm having problems, or Anton, this is that, or if I say, hey, we need to go in this direction, and they say, no, Anton, that don't make sense. I don't want to do that. This is what's going to happen. They're actually there to protect me. And what happens is the greater I become, the greater they become. So they're doing me a favor by giving me the insight on how it is that they're supposed to do their job more effectively. For example, let's say you got a developer over here, and he's the expert. He's the subject matter expert. He's the expert at what he does. And then I say, hey, listen, this is what the product managers are saying, or this is what the project, the product owners or the scrum masters put this on the board, and this is how many points you got. I said, Anton, okay, well, I'm here to hear you. I'm here to listen. I need to understand what's going on. And once I understand what's going on, I can actually put you in a better position to be successful, because I want you to be successful. And the more successful my team is, the better I am. So my job is to get you paid. My job is to get you a raise. My job is to get you a promotion. My job is to make your job easier. My job is to make sure that you're happy with what you do. Every single day, I try to figure out what I can do for the people in order to ensure that they're successful. I got people that call me on a regular basis and say, hey, man, you got something else for me to do? You got something else for me to do? I can't wait to keep working more. I can't wait to do this more. And I can't wait to do this more. Every day, I got people that tap into me that work for me and say, hey, man, I finished with this. You guys, I say, no, listen, just take the rest of take the rest of the afternoon off and take these tickets, go to the game, sit courtside, take your girl with you and have a good time. Oh, you don't believe that? I'm telling you the truth. You know me, I don't mind every once in a while pulling a good receipt.
Hello?
Hey, what's up? You busy?
I'm just eating right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to leave to go to work soon.
Okay, I'm on a live stream. How was the game last night?
It was good. It was actually the best one, especially since they finally won.
Oh, it was you enjoyed yourself? Did you take your little hood rat, or you took somebody else?
I took my girl.
Oh my God. All right, I got a question for you.
Okay.
About once every few days, you hit me up and you text me and you say what?
I ask you if you got anything new for me.
But you still getting paid your full amount every other week, don't you?
Yeah.
Why do you call me all the time and ask me if I got something new for you?
Because I feel like it's not right to be getting paid for free. So I feel like I need to make sure I'm looking out to make sure you don't got any work for me.
Okay.
It's a privilege.
Well, listen, be blessed, young man. Continue to stay under my tutelage.
Okay.
All right, bye.
I will. All right, bye.
I take care of my people. I take care of my people. I got you, Yoshi. I take care of my people. They call me and say, hey, man, it's a privilege to work for you, and I just feel like I'm getting paid too much money for free. You be giving me tickets. You be letting me take my girl to the game and sit courtside. You let me drive the cars. I believe that it's just a privilege to be here, and I just love working for you. And so I'm always trying to figure out what more can I do, because I just call you every other day and say, hey, you got something more for me? Is there anything else that I want? That's what my people do. That's how people that work for me rock out with me. That's how people that work out with me rock out for me. It's funny because I've been mentoring this young guy, and he's very successful, and he literally took the exact same steps in college that I took. And so now he's working at a job or whatever, and so he went and got his job, and he's making a lot more money, and he was working for me the entire time also. And then he called me and he says, yeah, man, I finally landed the big job and all of that stuff or whatever. I said, cool, that's dope. And I said, you still gonna get this money though, right? He's like, oh, I can still stay working for you? I said, absolutely. You take the money, you still live the same lifestyle that I've been paying you as your salary. You take the big money, and then you leverage the exact same blueprint that I use in order for making you successful, or in order for me to make successful. So you don't live off the money that you're now making. You still live off the same money. And then you take the rest of the money and you start investing it. So my goal is always to figure out how I can improve the lives, because I want everybody around me to get rich. I want everybody around me to be successful. Low pressure, high success, absolutely going to continue to win. And one of the reasons that I'm having this conversation is because I know that Tiffany Henyard is watching this and her people is watching this. With all of the people that you done fired and went through, and issues and problems and trouble and wrongful termination, and you costing the city all of this money in lawsuits and stuff like that, you are literally not prepared to be a leader. And you keep talking about, I'm a leader, I'm a leader, I'm a leader, I'm a leader. You ain't no leader. You don't know what that means. You don't know what it means to actually be a leader. A leader is not leading from the back. A leader is leading from the front. Your people supposed to love working for you. People love working for me. They can't wait to get into a position so that we can start getting this money together. I wish I had more positions to be able to hire people. I just don't. I don't have any other positions at the moment. And when I continue to expand these companies, we're going to continue to grow. And that's going to be what it is. But you have to have great leadership skills all the time. So anyways, I didn't mean to spend that much time on Tiff. We got to continue to move on to the next person. In addition to that, Mayor Johnson. Shout out to Mayor Johnson. Shout out to the Johnson family. Mayor Johnson is unveiling a new plan to crack down on get tougher on crime in Chicago neighborhoods.
Chicago's mayor is rolling out the first phase of a new program with the hopes of rolling back crime. He's starting it up in 4 of Chicago's hardest hit neighborhoods for crime, lack of education, and also issues with unemployment.
I see you,
Welcome to
Trap.
beautiful Garfield Park as we embark today on a new way to imagine public safety across our city.
It's called the People's Plan for Community Safety. It's a community-led initiative built on collaboration with community groups, youth leaders, researchers, and businesses. The goal is to address historic disinvestment, unveiled first in 4 neighborhoods.
In Austin, we'll focus on 2 block groups elected with the Alderman, Jason Irvin, that lie between the West End Avenue and West Adams Street. in Laramie and Laverne.
The program zeroes in on 4 specific neighborhoods: Inglewood, West Garfield Park, Austin, and Little Village, and looks at specific blocks that have dealt with specific issues.
One of the big metrics is we need to drive those unemployment numbers down, right? I mean, you see, again, we are in some areas 25% compared to 8%. You look at some of the shootings that we're seeing in the city as well, and we've been very intentional not to only measure success based on violence, but how we invest in people.
Over a dozen different metrics were reviewed in deciding the blocks chosen. The most violent: CPD beats, school closures, unemployment rates, vacant lots, the absence of parks, and even libraries. $1 million will be issued next month to support community groups working in the 4 neighborhoods.
The median household income in Inglewood is less than half of the city's average. And almost 40% of Little Village residents do not have a high school diploma.
Workers from the nonprofits will offer employment services, violence intervention, health care, and educational opportunities to residents.
So he's allocated like $1 million of a multi-$100 million budget, actually billion-dollar budget, that we know is going towards migrants and housing and stuff like that. But there's money that's being invested in neighborhoods. So I don't have any criticism. I'm just going to observe it. And if it turns out to be good, then I'm going to give him his flowers. And if it turns out to be bad, then I'm going to hold him accountable for it. So, you know, we want to just bring you the news sometimes. We don't always want to tell you how to think. We just want to give you the news and allow for you to think for yourself. And then last but not least, labor unions are launching new ads, including the UAW, in their support of Biden. Now, before I play this video, let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all get to vote on whether or not y'all endorse Biden or not? Or do y'all just like only vote on the contract to make sure that y'all get y'all raises, promotions, or whatever? Do y'all get to say who y'all endorse or no? No? Everybody that's a part of these unions that y'all saying is endorsing Biden with these new ads. And the ads is y'all union dollars that are then going into these campaign coffers or launching these ads. I'm just wondering, do y'all get to determine who y'all endorse or no?
Meanwhile, as President Biden tours the Midwest in an attempt to shore up his support there, the Laborers International Union of North America has a new ad out endorsing him. Politico's Playbook this morning had a preview of the new ad. Let's take a look.
We're up in West Branch, Michigan. We have a lot of hunters out in the woods. Many of these people are laborers who support Joe Biden. People have an opportunity to work and put food on the table, and that's through President Biden's infrastructure dollars.
He's bringing manufacturing back to the Midwest. All of a sudden, we're getting chip factories, battery factories, and that's because of the Democrats and President Joe Biden.
Roads, bridges, everything's getting rebuilt. The out of work list is completely empty, and it's been empty for a good year and a half now. Everything's just booming.
Hunters.
So, hunters, laborers, unions, construction workers, all of these people are starting to gear up. You don't get something for nothing, baby. They gearing up to launch plans to showcase what Biden has done for them in their communities. So I just wanted to make sure that I keep you guys. Listen, I'm just telling you, I ain't even giving my opinion yet. I ain't even got to the other part of the show yet. This is just quick hits. I just wanted to show y'all, hey, ooh. That's what the song said. Hey, ooh. Yeah, man, we're out here. We're rebuilding roads, and we got chip factories and battery plants are everywhere. And, you know, we got things going on, and we're back to work. We were unemployed, and we getting to it. And you know what? This is all because of one person. President Biden did it. Hey, ooh, hey, ooh.